Hey, Coach, what does what kind of challenge it is for you without without Ronnie Harrison and without Denzel Ward going against this offense?
Yeah. First thing, getting the opportunity to play against the Titans is going to be a great challenge for us. Like you stated, they're a very good team. They do a lot of good things. They do a lot of things well. Starts with the running game, and then the complements with the passing game off of it. Obviously, they have some good production in and really their whole receiving core. Um, Having injuries is kind of a part of the NFL, and we've navigated it up until this point. And I feel like as a teacher and a developer, it's kind of my job to get the next guy ready, and hopefully we'll do that, and we'll get to see that this weekend.
Thank you, Jeff. Scott Petrick, you're next.
Hey, Coach. It looked like last week you went with Tavier in the first half at nickel and then MJ in the second half. Was that the plan the whole time?
We had to make a lot of adjustments during that game, and he ended up playing, like you said, split time, and ended up playing. They ended up playing very similar snap counts. Just kind of had to do that with navigating our corner spot situation. We played a lot of guys this week in the slot, and we'll see how it goes.
How did you think Kevin did on the outside for you?
I thought Kevin did some good things outside. They challenged him a few times, and I thought he was close, pretty sticky in coverage. There's some things that we talked about this week that we can improve upon and be in better spots. But overall, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Dan Lobby, will go to you.
Hey, Coach, with him having to kind of fill in for Greedy and now Denzel a little bit, how important has it been to have Terrence Mitchell just kind of around and available every week?
Yeah, Terrence has done. It's funny you say that. Just going back and we watch a lot of tape, especially of the Titans going this year. Probably watched all the games this year, and then went all the way back to last year. And I was talking to Terrence about how much I feel like he's improved, just with the details of his game, the technique of his game. We're obviously not, we're not perfect, but I feel like we've made an improvement, and it's been I'm very thankful that T. Mitch has been here, and I think he's stepped up to the challenge that we've been given, and I'm looking forward to watching him play this weekend.
I know I've heard guys talk about like how competitive he is, that he doesn't really back down. I know that's kind of how corners have to be, but do you see that a little extra in him?
Yeah, it's so true, Dan. Like, I feel like that position, you really have to have a different sense. Like, I talk about life outside of the numbers, right? So guys that can play out there, like their mentality is different because, like you said, they're on an island a lot, and you have to be able to take the fight to your opponent at any time. And things are going to happen, and it's not going to be perfect, but you can't panic. You have to use our technique. We have to be great with our eyes, and when things happen, that we have to show that resilience that Coach Stefanski talks about, and the corners are really challenged with that week in and week out.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. Jeff Shadell, you're up.
Hey, Jeff, what do you tell your corners about tackling a 250-pound back who could be at full speed by that time and gets back there?
Right. So, their running back is a big part of their whole offense. They do a lot of things in the run game. What kind of strikes me is how well they do those multiple schemes, like running outside, running inside, cuts out, and then they put him one-on-one on a corner like you've talked about. We work those techniques pretty much every single day. To me, it's body position, it's having a plan, taking the air out of the tackles, and then being as violent as you possibly can.
Thank you, Jeff. Back to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Jeff, what stands out about A.J. Brown and Corey Davis, that set of receivers, specifically Brown, the ability to break tackles and run away from guys?
Right. So I can't give enough credit to Arthur Smith, their offensive coordinator. I think he does a really good job. The whole scheme is really tied in together. Just you talking about base first and second downs. like the run game and the pass game truly complement each other. I feel like obviously he's taken that scheme from being able to do multiple things, but also like you can sell like they're really trying to run the ball, but then they are very explosive in the passing game. They don't have a whole lot, if you look at them compared to the league, they don't throw the ball as much, but their yards per attempt are very high, and it has everything to do with those receivers. And they run the ball, gets you to play different coverages, play different fronts, and then pretty much set up premium looks in the passing game to get those guys the ball versus certain coverages, and they execute really well. Like you talked about, AJ Brown does a tremendous job yards after catch. He's a very strong runner. He's a big guy. He's like 230. So you really have to bring a load to get him down. And if you don't, he has enough speed to, circle the defense, which he's shown the last couple of weeks.